Hi, it's me, Dr. Prasad Potilam, with the class series on ion exchange chromatography, class number 6, that is resin properties. Resin properties, some of the important resin properties can be listed out here. They are gel and macroporous structure, pore size, particle distribution, capacity, moisture content, dry matter, specific gravity, bulk density, effect of bed compression, optical aspects, resin volume and swelling, stability, structure and selectivity, from which I'm not explaining all and all. Almost some of them are generally, it can be explained generally, but some of the terms which are important to related to ion exchange resins are gel and macroporous structure, pore size, capacity, as well as the selectivity. So the gel and macroporous resin structure. So one of the gel structure is given, macroporous structure is explained coming the next slide. So gel structure, here we can see this is actually a polystyrene, cross-linked polystyrene. So the blue lines represents the polystyrene chain, and the red line represents the cross-linker, that is DVB, divinyl benzene. So in this type of polymerization, cross-linking, almost all the pores, that means the void between the chains of cross-linked polystyrene, we call it as pores. Almost all pores are of uniform in size, pore size, and there is a limit to the quantity of divinyl benzene which can be used in gel type resin. Too much of DVB, the cross-linker, creates a structure with very small pores, which in the final product will be disadvantageous. You cannot exchange almost all ions. Only very small ion only can be exchanged. As well as more cross-linking or more amount of DVB, it becomes highly cross-linked, and it will be difficult for the activation of the resin or the gels. Whereas the macroporous resin structure, macroporous in than that of the normal gel pores, it has got macropores, so bigger sized voids are created. These were invented in 1960s, creating artificial porosity in a tridimensional matrix. That means we need to add some phase extenders or porogens along with the monomers, styrene as well as divinyl benzene, when it undergoes the cross-linking polymerization. And this phase extender or porogen which will not participate in any type of reaction. So after completion of the polymerization reaction, this phase extender or porogen can be washed out, which creates bigger voids, which we call as the macro pores. So these are having double porosity. Macroporous resin structure having double porosity, the small pores or the normal pores as well as the macro pores created with the porogens. Pore size, functionalized hydrated ion exchange resin have a pore size of approximately 1 to 2 nanometer, while the macroporous resins, in addition to the normal 1 to 2 nanometer pores, it has got a macro pores of size about 20 to 100 nanometer. So if you compare the hydrated inorganic ions, whose the size hydrate on hydration of inorganic ions, the size may reach up to zero point 0.2 to zero point 0.5 nanometer, whereas organic ions on hydration or organic ions are bigger in size. Therefore, we can decide whether we can go for a gel type resin or with the macroporous resins. Ion exchange capacity. Ion exchange capacity can be measured as two types, as total capacity as well as operating capacity. The total capacity of resin sample, it is the number of ion exchange sites. That means how many functional groups are added to that, or how many functional groups are there which can be used for the exchange of reaction. It is a maximum theoretical quantity of ions that a resin can load. Also, it is the number of active groups, that is the number of exchangeable monovalent ions. Whereas in practice, we get the operating capacity. Operating capacity is also called the useful capacity. It is the number of ion exchange sites where exchange has really taken place during the loading run. Or it is also the number of resin charges, as the number of ions and the charge may not be the same. Some ions are have more charges. The useful capacity, that is the capacity, or it is the number of functional group which actually used for the ion exchange reactions. Operating capacity is also called useful capacity, and it depends upon number of process, including concentration and type of ions which is to be absorbed, the service flow rate, the temperature of the experimental condition, type, concentration, quality, quantity of regenerator, type of regeneration process, whether it may be co-flow or reverse flow, then bed depth, which is applicable only for reverse flow regeneration, the particle size of ion exchange resin. All are the factors which depends upon operation capacity. Whether it is total capacity or operating capacity, it is the capacity is expressed as equivalence per liter of resin. So if you compare with that of operating capacity and total capacity, the operating capacity is always smaller than the total capacity. Typically, operating capacity of a SAC, that is a strong acid cation exchange resin, or strong base anion exchange resin, it is about 40 to 60% of the total capacity. So some of the total capacity and operating capacity of the resin, the values are mentioned here in the table. For SAC, total capacity is about 1.7 to 2.2, whereas its operating capacity is 0.6 to 1.7. Likewise, for WBA, weekly basic anion exchange resin, total capacity comes around 1.1 to 1.7, whereas its operating capacity in the range of 0.8 to 1.3. Selectivity of ion exchange resin. The affinity of the resin for an ion depends upon size of its hydrated form as well as its charge. That means we need to consider the size of the hydrated form of the ion, and what is the charge of the ion. The larger the ion, more the resin bead must expand. That means larger ion if comes to allow that ion to pass through the ion exchange resin, the resin bead has to expand. But as the resins, we know it is a cross-linked structure, the cross-link will not allow this expansion. That means the ions require greater force to penetrate through the resin. Ions with a high charge have a high affinity for a functional group of in a given ion exchange resin, and the charge density it increases with the atomic number. So some of the selectivity values are given, comparative, it is tabulated here, comparative values for monovalent ions like lithium, whose atomic number is 3, is naked diameter it comes around 0.6. When it becomes hydrated ion, its diameter value is 3.82. Like that for sodium, K plus, magnesium, that is divalent ions like magnesium and calcium, these values are also given. So we can say as atomic number is increased, the diameter is varying, as well as the hydrated diameter also it is increasing. So for some of the strongly acidic cation exchange resin, whose functional group will be usually sulfonic acid, the order of selectivity is in general cases, that is calcium 2 plus is having higher selectivity, then magnesium 2 plus, then sodium, as well as H plus. That means Na plus ions if present along with the calcium and magnesium, Na plus ions will easily pass through that, whereas calcium and magnesium will retain. That means we can use this resin for the removal of hardness. Hardness is caused by mainly calcium and magnesium ions, whereas if a solution containing all these ions, sodium ions selectively we cannot remove by using uh, strongly acidic cation exchange resins. For carboxylic resin as well as chelating resin, this effect is not applicable, because the divalent ions, they can form complex with the chelating resins or even with the carboxylate ions. On the other hand, the complex increases dramatically the resin selectivity. The pore size of a gel type resin is about 1 to 2 nanometer, which means that the pores can accommodate easily inorganic ions. Resins with a higher degree of cross-linking have less elasticity and slightly smaller pores. For a strongly basic anion exchange resin, the approximate selectivity is given as SO2 minus, uh, which is higher than carbonate, that is CO3 2 minus, higher than NO3 minus, higher than Cl minus, bicarbonate ion, hydroxyl ion, as well as a fluoride ion. So that's about the properties or resin properties of ion exchange resin.